Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Garage at Dave's Garage 249. Today, we're going to take a look at a few things. One of them is the 68 Chevelle, the fuel cell, and we have a kind of a gassy odor that comes from the car, but it's usually when I got the tank full. So I'm going to show you one thing that I want to do to try to remedy that. The other thing is we're going to update on the 57 Chevy Gasser model kit. And then we're going to take a look at an old kit. So let's go over to the Chevelle and I'll show you what's going on there. Thanks. Okay, so here's the setup in the Chevelle. On the top of the tank, there's a vent. You need to have a vent because this cap is sealed. So you need to have some way to vent it. And a lot of times there will be a check valve, and there's a check valve that you can put on top of that. A lot of fuel cells come with it already installed in this fitting. So it just was a straight piece of dash 6 hose that ran out to the hole in the floor. And I think what was happening was the fuel would slop up in there and dribble down the back side of the fuel cell. And so first thing we'll do is we'll get that off of there, and then I'll show you what I'm going to replace it with. Okay, so what I have here is, this is the company I've been buying black fittings from. I think they only have black. Named Race Flux, and their prices are really good for AN fittings, and they also have a wide selection of barbed hose adapters from Dash 6 AN fittings. And anyways, so this material here, this rubber hose, this is rated 300 psi, quarter inch, high temp. It'll 300-400 degrees, I think, is what it'll handle. And I'll show you how we're going to do this this barbed hose. What I do is I always lube up the barb fitting with a little bit of assembly lube, and then I heat the hose up a little bit with my heat gun, get it warm so it's pliable and flexible, and this still will push on really hard. Okay, so the next thing is that we'll get this fitting back on here, and then just simply give it a couple of coils and push it through the floor. And so that's the installation, and I probably will cut that down. So anyways, so what that does is that creates like a sink trap, and if any fluid gets in there, it will not leak out of the car. Maintains your vent, and a lot of guys will make that out of hard tubing or something. But anyways, this should stop that fuel from making it all the way out if it slops up. So that's the fix I'm going to try for this, and short of pulling this cell out and seeing if there's a crack or something in it. And there's people that suggest that over a period of time the gasket underneath that tank bung there gets dried out and cracks, and that could be the issue too. So but it's all full of fuel right now, so I'll just run the fuel out before I attempt that. So, but in the meantime, this is a much better solution for venting that tank. So that's what I got there. So on to the next thing. So on to the 57 Chevy. This is the MPC Spirit of 57 Gasser kit from MPC. It's a round 2 reissue. And I wasn't happy on the interior with the roll bar setup, so I modified it and made my own. And this thing's got a back seat in it, and I'm going to leave the back seat in it because this is going to be kind of a street car, street strip car build. And I've started detailing the dashboard a little bit, and I got to come up with some seat belts and some seats. But here's one reason why I've been kind of slowing down on this project, is I've been waiting for this to come. This is a resin big block Chevy dual quad end setup, and check out these carburetors. We'll see if we can zoom in on those. Those are like 650 Holley double pumper, really neat stuff. Still got the chokes on them. Those will be fun to detail. And I got these from this outfit. I got them off eBay, and I think it was 20 some dollars. So now I've been trying to show everybody how to build and detail models without spending a lot of money and making acceptable looking models. But in this case, I just really wanted to get a different engine, something a little bit more detailed than what the kits provide. And also the supercharge engine is just the one that they give you in the kit is just it's a drag style piece, not really a street style piece. So I just think it's going to be worthwhile to do this, and I'm anxious to put this motor together. So that'll be a future video. So I oftentimes like to show old kits. I don't have near as many as I used to. I used to have thousands of them, but I have sold them off over the years and scaled down along with life and retirement and all that kind of stuff. So, but I just wanted to show you this. This is a AMT Ertl kit. At one time, AMT Ertl was owned by a company in Japan, and then they partnered with Esci, E-S-C-I, or Esci, and so they got into offering model airplane kits and armor kits, and these molds were, I believe they were Esci's molds, and these are really nice kits. Everything's sealed up, so it stays preserved, but the thing is about these kits is that, you know, it comes with a detailed engine, and there's your Merlin, and they have recessed panel lines and recessed rivet details. So kind of almost as nice as Tamiya or Hasegawa. A lot less money, and these kits make really nice display models. They're scaled well, and the instructions have things that I like here's a history of the P-51 Mustang, and the instruction sheet is very, very extremely clearly written, and there's just no doubt about where parts go and how things fit. And when I decide I want to start building model airplanes again, which, well, I have about 15 or 20 of these on the shelf, and these are probably the ones that I'll build, as opposed to the monogram white border box. Now, the monogram, these kits here in their day were way better than Aurora, most of the Aurora plane kits anyways. Every model company had their strengths. So they were higher quality, but, you know, they have the bumpy rivets, and they're a little bit out of scale because they have a lot of working features and things. They make really nice looking stuff. But in the 60s, this was really, really good. But once the Italians and the Japanese kit makers started offering up much more scale and authentic stuff, that's what people wanted, so that's what people bought. So so they kind of lost market share on their airplanes. And Airfix, they were really cool because they had a lot of moving parts and working features too. But once again, they had the big, heavy, bumpy reverse engraved panel lines and big rivets and things. So the guys that really, really are hardcore scale builders don't really want to build them, but they're fun to build. Paint job is probably going to be the next thing. Finish up the interior and get this motor put together on this 57 Chevy Gasser. And I think that it's going to be a nice looking display model. And hopefully you've enjoyed the video and you've learned something and seen how another person does things. I'm not saying that I'm the absolute expert. There's many, many ways to do things. I just show you the way that I do it. So with that, please tickle that like button, and I'd love seeing subscribers increase so we can do better things. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and thank you to all my new subscribers. And I also appreciate all of my current subscribers. So Oh, and the next video I have, I rebuild carburetors on the side, and a friend of mine wants me to do an old Autolite 4-barrel off of a 65 Galaxy for him, and I'll be showing you how I do that. So thanks for watching.